Hello, my name is Philip Saunders and welcome to a very special Travel in the Know from Rome on a day of history and also remembrance for Pope Francis, a wonderful Pope full of compassion. It's around about 9:45 I think, so 15 minutes before the funeral mass for the Pontiff, and you can see that there are enormous crowds here. It's estimated at least 250,000 people. It's taken quite a while to get this far, but I hope we're going to get quite close to the Vatican to be able to pay our respects to the Pope. Public authorities, police and ambulance crews are just fantastic. It's very well organised. Security control as well, checking all bags. Just like an airport, people not being allowed to bring large bottles of water in. And here you can see where the professional broadcasters are based. All of those bright lights, the correspondents. You can see what a great position it is because as we turn around, we can see the Basilica of St. Peter's.
Let's go, avanti, prego. Come on, come on. Avanti, avanti.
Interestingly, the security people actually want us to move further forward, closer to the Vatican. I suppose that's to let the crowds in from behind as well. Considering just how late I got here, I'm amazed at how far forward I've got, really not far from Vatican City at all. I'm just going to move a little bit away from the crowd though. It's pretty crowded, and actually here you can see the screen with all of the funeral mass being broadcast live to an audience, and at the same time see St. Peter's Cathedral. So it strikes me I'm in a very good position. Later we'll ask some people what their thoughts are and also how they got here to Rome. And I think I can also see that the Cafe San Pietro appears to be open, so to be quite honest, I'm going to go and get a sneaky double espresso. How are you? You're open just by San Pietro.
Thank you.
Grazie a lei. It's very nice to see you. How are you?
I'm explaining. If you ask for latte, either you ask for cafe latte and the coffee is like that and the milk is like that, or maybe they understood latte macchiato that instead is a glass of milk with just a little sip of coffee.
How are you?
I'm fine, thanks.
Where are you from?
I'm from Rome.
Rome, but
We are here together, celebrating
have you ever seen
the life of the Pope.
Have you ever seen so many people here?
A lot of people. There is so much people for this event today. The Pope do the too much action
For the people.
For the people, yeah. And we celebrate it today.
Thank you.
Thank you to you. Thank you.
Can I have a coffee?
Yeah, of course.
To be honest, I needed a quick coffee and some water. I haven't drunk anything since 10 o'clock last night in an effort to get here. And now you can see as well that the Mass is getting underway. So I'll quickly finish this and then go and pay my respects to the Pope. As the funeral mass begins, it's very moving to look around and see how people from every corner of the globe, every creed, every belief are gathered here at St. Peter's to remember a Pope who for many was the head of their religion, the Catholic Church, and for others represented an extraordinarily human face of the Church, a man who did good for the poor, not only in his home country, Argentina, but even here at the Vatican, famously going out at night and giving food to those in distress. A man who also recognised the challenges the planet faces, including even climate change. And as I say, everybody here, you can sense a hushed sense of respect and also of loss of a Pope beyond the normal, and a man who will be remembered, I'm sure, for centuries to come.
Dominum nostrum, Gesù Cristo, Figlio tuo, qui te convivi
can't leave the sermon and I don't understand Italian, so I think it's okay to say something. I'm finding today very moving, much more moving perhaps than I'd anticipated for somebody who has a somewhat lapsed faith. And one of the things that's coming back to my mind at the moment is actually just a week ago, Easter Sunday, how the Pope came down to the square, spent time with the pilgrims and the children, and was so committed to it that he probably paid for it with his life. And then he said to his nurse, Massimiliano Strapetti, "Thank you for bringing me to the square," that is St. Peter's Square. And today we see the people of the world repaying that by coming to be here with Pope Francis as his funeral mass takes place, and later as he is laid to rest in the beautiful church of Maria Maggiore. As the 266th Pope, he was actually the first non-European Pope since Gregory III, who was born in modern-day Syria, actually back in 731. That's when he was elected, and Syria is not that far from Europe, so truly broke with tradition. Not only that, he eschewed luxury and he lived in very modest quarters at the St. Martha residence in the Vatican. And as a travel in the know consideration, it's worth thinking about his travel habits as well. When he became Pope, he actually travelled from Argentina in economy class and carried his own luggage. His last message was, on this day, I think it was actually Easter, I would like all of us to hope anew and to revive our trust in others, including those who are different than ourselves, or who come from distant lands, bringing unfamiliar customs, ways of life and ideas. For all of us are children of God. And to be honest, that encourages me as well in Travel in the Know, to bring all of those different customs, give them respect and show them on my YouTube channel so that we can truly become a global community, one hopefully that Pope Francis would approve of. The sermon has ended and prayers are being read, and the beautiful thing is, as you would expect, in every language of the world. We've had French, Arabic, and right now it's in German. But during the prayers I've been allowed to get even closer to St. Peter's. Extraordinary. I have to say though, the security is excellent and remarkably accommodating. Oh look, here's the TV stands for the big guys. You should also never forget that Pope Francis had very close links with Italy long before he became Pope. Both his parents were from Italy and had emigrated to Argentina, his father a railway worker and his mother a housewife. So it's almost as if his life has come full cycle and now ended here in Rome. Now that the funeral mass has ended, I want to take the opportunity to find people from all around the world, ask them what moved them to get here, in certain cases how they got here, and their reaction to the whole occasion. Your name is?
Dickerson Wells.
And sir?
Milton Hawkins.
And where are you from?
Memphis, Tennessee.
Excellent. So what has today meant for you?
Today has been a very special day for us to come and celebrate the life of Pope Francis as he has crossed denominational barriers to bring about unity and peace across the world, and so it's been a very meaningful day for us today.
And so your denomination is?
Pentecostal.
So quite different to the Catholic faith, but really representing a lot of respect for this Pope.
Absolutely.
And you did say that you came from Memphis, so for me there's a kind of link almost with Dr. Martin Luther King with this Pope.
Absolutely.
What would you say to that?
And not only is the place of the assassination for Dr. King, he also reached out across lines to institute and create peace and unity and harmony around the world. And Memphis is also the headquarters for the Church of God in Christ.
And when did you decide to come?
We were assigned to come on Monday of this past week.
So you had to move very fast,
Absolutely.
but well worth it.
Absolutely.
Your name is?
Anita,
And where do you come from?
from Germany, Horheim.
Okay.
Yes.
How did you get here?
We came by car, and
When?
last night we
Last
came.
night?
Yes, we
From Germany?
from Germany.
One go?
With some steps between and sleep, we were so tired in the middle of, and it was a little adventure.
And how long did it take you?
For about 14.
You were driving for 14 hours.
Yes.
You must be exhausted, but you're showing your dedication to the Holy Father.
Yes.
What
I
does-
love him.
You
Really.
love him.
Yes.
What does today mean for you?
He was so human. He was so alive. So such a hero to do all this seed into our hearts, and we will see what happens.
And may I ask, are you Catholic?
Yes, I am.
Very
I
good.
am from the bottom of my heart. Yes.
Very nice. Vielen Dank und eine schöne Reise nach Hause.
Dankeschön.
So it's very unique and special to be part of something like this. And
And
yeah,
as a non-believer,
yeah,
how do you feel emotionally?
that was actually very very special because you can feel the suffering of people, suffering for something that is not close to you, that's not dear to you, because it's not something that you belong to actually. But you can feel their emotion, you can feel their feelings. The parts where the whole chants and stuff were sung were incredible, and this moved me actually because this made me feel part of something, even if I'm not usually.
And you are a Roman.
Yes.
So he's the Bishop of Rome, the Father
Yeah,
of Rome.
yeah,
So
exactly.
you belong.
Yeah, exactly. I just here geographically, basically. But yeah, so he is part of the Roman culture. He is part of the Italian culture. So it's very interesting to be part of this, to witness this part of history.
The funeral mass has ended and the crowd is being gently ushered out of the Vatican. So I'd like to thank you for watching this special vlog on Travel in the Know. I hope it's brought you a slightly different perspective to the Pope's funeral mass, and we'll be back with you very soon. May Pope Francis truly rest in peace.